Honorable members, let's move to question number 1623. The question stands the name of Mr. Adams Abdul Salam, the honorable member for New Ejubiase. Honorable member, you may ask your question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Youth and Sports when contractors working on the new Ejubiase Sports Stadium will return to site. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the new project for the construction of Sports Stadium started smoothly, but ran into challenges and has remained same for a couple of years. The project faced engineering challenges and was redesigned, packaged and contracted to Masters Shagdem Company Limited. The contractor started NS but abandoned sites for the past 2 years. All attempts aimed at ensuring that the contractor return to site fails. Mr. Speaker, all these unfortunate events happened during the Ministry of Youth and Sports consistently honoring the obligation by paying all the interim certificates, and that's the IPC submitted by the contractor. Consequently, Mr. Speaker, we had no option than to terminate the contract, and the project will be repackaged and awarded to a new contractor. Thank you so much.
Honorable member, any supplementary question?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'd like to find out from the Minister what the source of the funding for this new repackaged contract will be, since the project does not find expression in the 2023 budget.
Yes, the source of funding. Yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised my colleague is saying that the 2023 budget did not capture new Ejubiase. Maybe you are not following rightly. The new Ejubiase project and the Brew project were captured clearly in the 2023 budget. So for your assurance, the budget allocation has been catered for in the 2023. Thank you.
Honorable member, any further supplementary?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I followed the 2023 budget clearly, hoping to see this project captured in the budget. I'm not sure if the minister is referring to the 2022 budget, and in paragraph 977, the project was captured there, but it doesn't find expression in the 2023 budget. So, Mr. Speaker, I'd like the minister to check his records. Mr. Speaker, my follow-up question would be that why has it taken you so long to terminate the contract and repackage it? Because the last time I asked a question on this project was in March 2022, and it's been a year. So, and you assured us that you're going to terminate the contract in 3 months if the contractor was not back to site. Why has it taken you so long to cancel it and to re-award it? Thank you.
Yes, Minister.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I did indicate that, yes, the contractor had challenge. And in contract process, it's not just as easy as just terminating. You need to go through certain process. You have to give the contractor warning for not getting to site. You need to make sure that the consultant assess the work done. And when all this fails, that is where you terminate. So we needed to go through the process of ensuring that we give the contractor a fair opportunity. And that is why it has taken time. But like I said here, finally we have terminated the contract, and we are in the process of repackaging it and awarding it to a new contractor to come to site and complete the project for the good use of the people of New Ejubiase. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first off, I also want to put on record that in the minister's answer, he indicates that the project has remained the same for only a couple of years. So, Speaker, for the records, the project has remained the same years since 2016. The only time the contractor came back to site was in 2020 when he stayed there for only for just a couple of months. So that's for the records again. Mr. Speaker, my last supplementary question would be that in the newly repackaged contract, when is the project expected to start, and when is it scheduled to be completed? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Minister.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. The repackaging have to still go through procurement process per our laws. And what I can assure my colleague is that this year the project will start. But to give you a specific date, because he has to go through some procurement process by going through the PPA, get tender committee to sit on, I cannot give you an exact date. But the assurance is that the project will start this year and completed for the good use of people of New Edubiase. Thank you.
Honourable members, we now move to question number 1676. Who stands in the name? Sorry.
Right,
yes.
Honourable Speaker. Just one question. What the colleague is asking is this: every contract, once you have a start date, by the nature of the contract, you should have a completion date, ideal completion date. So I think he's asking that since you say it will start on at a particular time, at least give a timeline within which you didn't give a start date. Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the explanation.
167.